New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
I am Norma.
Oh, I just realized that we were on mute. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Diego, for pointing that out. So welcome again. Y'all, pray for me. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when we try to
Change up some things
right before you go online. This is like it. And we have a new producer too. Joe, man, thank you so much for showing up. He's doing this thing in the background with Diego's help. So here we are.
Now, who are you
so
again?
Much. Brittany pointed out to us too that you could not hear. There we go. No audio. So thank you, Brittany. So who are we? My name is Donna Davis. I am a registered nurse. I have been on the front lines of the COVID crazy.
You should pin that.
I should pin it.
COVID crazy.
The COVID crazy, which has been, completely squishing our energy as a community and as a world, really, for a couple of years now. And I've been in the front lines of it at the beginning and now towards the end of what's happening. Also,
actually, 2 years ago today, you were on the plane headed to New York for the first time.
Oh, my God. Yes, that's right. And that's right before I dropped into Elmhurst, the epicenter of the epicenter. That was something else. So I am also a practitioner in the Center for Spiritual Living, Ocala. I am a interfaith minister with Alliance of Divine Love, and I am one half of Your Phoenix is Rising, which is a wellness company here in Ocala, Florida. And we're sitting in the sacred space. And I'm also still a licensed esthetician because we do the body part. We do mind, body, and spirit. And this is part of spirit. Why we're doing this particular broadcast is because as a nurse, and my wife here, she will tell you who she is. The reason we created this, which is Caring for Caregivers, is because I was getting beaten down, y'all, at the hospital. My energy was being taken a lot by these very vulnerable people who need it, but replenishing that energy, I have had to learn how to do this while in the middle of the crazy.
Well, it wasn't just the caregiving that you're doing at the hospital, the caring of your mother.
Yes.
In the last 20 years.
And Mom did make her transition in the middle of me being stuck in New York for COVID. So I had to go through the hospice experience online. And that was its own evolution for me.
Yes.
And now I get to tell y'all about this and why we have birthed this thing that is Caring for Caregivers, this show. So, baby, tell them who you are.
I am baby.
She is.
I am Norma Andervis. The other half of Your Phoenix is Rising, the Mind, Body, and Spirit Wellness Company. I am also a licensed massage therapist and a Science of Mind practitioner at the Center for Spiritual Living, Ocala.
It's a mouthful.
Yes. I'm also a Reiki master, and I am the, I think, more playful half of our duo.
I don't know, man. We vie for that particular expression. So today on Caring for Caregivers, what are we talking about? We are staying in alignment with CSL Ocala, and we are talking about the modality today to help replenish you called
play
and fun. My goodness, it's something that we do a lot here at Your Phoenix is Rising. We play a lot here.
Yeah, and you know, as adults in general, caregiver or not, we don't do enough of that.
Yes, we need to play, and we need to play often. And so that's the aspect of self-care that we are focusing on today is play and fun and how it shows up. And people enjoy fun in different ways. You know,
we're going to do a mindful moment before we get into that?
Yeah, let's do the mindful. Thank you, baby. Are you going to take us on that mindful journey?
No, not today.
Not today. She doesn't want to take us on the mindful journey. She just wants to go on the journey by herself. Okay. She's going to enjoy the journey, and we are going to go ahead and get ourselves settled into that space together. So if you are someone who cares for others and you are with us on this journey, or you're a friend of someone who cares for others, then I'm going to invite you to drop into that space that is just being in gratitude for you. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in. Let it envelop your whole being. A beautiful breath of life, just bringing our consciousness to and awareness to the breath. And as you're breathing, as you're sitting and listening to the sound of my voice, allow your breath to just settle into that heart space, which is so easy to do because that's where your lungs are. So fill up that wonderful heart space right here with your breath. And just drop into a state of gratitude for yourself. Say, me, I thank you for being me. I thank you for showing up as you. I thank you for connecting every time you have made a decision to smile at a stranger, every time you made a decision to help a friend, every time that you have decided to take self-care for yourself, every time that I have put my hands to anything that helped anyone, either through my nursing or my aesthetics or my coaching or my spirituality or through any part of me that has shown up in the experience that has been my human journey, I am grateful for me. Even with my shortcomings, I am still grateful for me. Even with bad choices, I am still grateful for me. Because without me, I would not be here in this moment right now, making the decision to speak on this show, making the decision to show up, making the decision to do this very drop-in moment. I'm grateful for me, Donna Kerr Davis, the expression, the person. And I invite you to say your name out loud to yourself. I am grateful for me. Insert
I'm grateful
name.
for Norma.
Whatever expression you call yourself. Donna D, Donna Davis, Donna Kerr, Donna Marie, Dee Dee, Spunky, Ebony Allure, all the pieces of me. Queen Diva that shows up. It's from this space of gratitude for yourself that I step into today's topic of fun and play. I invite you now to take that last beautiful breath together. And joyfully step back into this moment.
That was wonderful.
So it is.
And so it is.
You. That's another spiritual practice I do for myself.
Yes, I'm grateful for me
and I say,
and how I show up.
Thank you, Donna, for showing up. And when you go through something very difficult, you say, thank you, Donna, for showing up and making it through that. Phew! You go, girl. Be my own cheerleader.
Yes, for sure.
So today's topic, we are talking about play.
Fun
and play.
However it shows up for you.
Oh, however it shows up. Oh my goodness. You know, without replenishing and sharpening the saw. That's what Cindy likes to bring to our mind when she says that, you know, there's a guy who's just doing, you know, going to town, getting some wood chopped. And the gentleman said to him,
it's taking forever because his wood is.
And the guy comes to him and says, yo, you know, if you just sharpen the saw, it'll go faster. And the guy says, I don't have time to stop and sharpen this saw. I have all this work to be done. we all know if we sharpen that saw, then everything will move that much quicker and better and more precisely if we just took the moment to take care of ourselves. And so this is what I'm talking about. Taking care of somebody who is ill, or if it's your job, or if you're a teacher, you're a nurse, you're a therapist, whatever it is that you are doing, taking care of the public, these vulnerable people are going to pull on your energy.
And you're just in the give modality, and that's just where you resonate is I'm needed, I give. And what do you do when you just have given all you got?
I ain't got no more. Not one drop left. The well is dry. Everybody done came in and sucked it out. That is when we resort to stepping into our true nature, which is wonder and curiosity and play. Babies don't have to learn how to play. We come in knowing how to do this already. And it's vital and important for us to replenish ourselves in a fun way. Not just on a medical standpoint. You get this beautiful hormonal response in your body when you allow yourself to be in joy. Dopamine gets released.
As we get older, it starts out, like you said, when we're babies, we play, and we just express. Everything that we do is just in a playful manner. But the older you get, the more you're taught to stifle that. You got to grow up. You got to be adult. You got to learn how to, be a successful part of society. But what part of that means you have to get rid of the play.
And then we glorify overworking. I worked 60 hours last week. So you feel this sense of, man, I worked 60 hours last week and I got this. But that just told me that 20 hours of your time that you're supposed to be in 40 hours, that 20 hours, that's a part-time job, y'all. That's a whole part-time job that we have chosen to take away from our family and our joy and our creativity, all for the almighty dollar. Because we all know that's why we're doing it. It's because of that money. We want a certain experience. So if you're going to step into the grind, you got to balance it with some play. There ain't nothing wrong with doing that 60 hours. You got to do it. Go ahead and do it. But you got to schedule some time to replenish.
Even if you're doing it for free, as in with a family member, it may seem like a 24/7 job, but you still have to figure out what replenishes you, what brings you that joy, what gives you that spark to keep you going in this 24-hour, 7 days a week modality, and you have to find something that works. So, what kind of does it for you, Donna?
What does it for me? Well, how have I used this modality in the past? That's where we are with the story now. So see, I'm trying to keep time, y'all. Like I said, pray for me. But everything's in fun and play, right? How have I used fun and play in the past? Truth be told, when I get out of the hospital and I'm so damn tired, I ain't gonna lie. I want to go into R&R. I want to go into like a nice long shower and just lay the hell down. My body hurts. I'm not gonna lie. So how do I play to replenish myself? Netflix.
I was gonna say, for you, it's TV.
Oh my God, it's TV. Y'all, I love to binge watch things, and I look forward to coming home, hopping in that shower, taking care of my physical form, laying down in the nice soft bed, hauled up next to my beautiful, wonderful wife, and snuggled in and watching a movie or watching something on Netflix. I love TV. I am a TV fiend. That's how I play. I use it a lot. And I used to use it during COVID when we were in New York. I would have it on my phone. And on my lunch break, I'm going into Netflix and watching a show because it unplugs me from that world and plugs me into a different world. And it'd always be something like Young and Hungry that shows this. It's kind of like
very light.
Very light. Sister, Charmed. Star Trek, whatever, that just brings you out of the. I could watch a documentary. I could, intellectually tap into something. But when I'm dealing with really heavy stuff, I allow play to come forward and to be what I use to untether me. And some people do it with TikTok, because I've done that. Stopped into TikTok and watched videos and just, silly stuff, because it drops me out of the crazy that's the hospital. While in the middle of a shift, I'll be like, oh my God, where can I go, on my lunch break or whatever, or even my little 5-minute break. I'll take a little break and I'll just unplug from the beeping for a moment and just step into a different world. TikTok is awesome for that because it's short.
You also like nature walks.
I love nature walks. So I do all of this, y'all. It's a little bit of everything. I ask myself, what tool in my arsenal do I want to use right this second? How am I feeling? And if the answer is I'm feeling overwhelmed and I need a little bit of joy, I allow myself to unplug and step into Netflix on my lunch.
Well, when you ask how I've done it in the past, it was always basketball for me. You know, whether it's just going out to shoot by myself, which, you know, chasing the balls when you miss isn't fun. So that wasn't always my best. I always get some kid to go with me so that can be my little runner. But I really enjoy the competition of, you know, at least a one-on-one or, you know, a game of horse or what have you. But back before the knees started giving me challenge, I used to actually run up and down the court, you know, playing full court basketball with people. But now, you know, because of some of the more, you know, serious health issues that I've had, I reconnect and I just let go in my phone in video games. You know, some of it's like word games like Scrabble Go. Others are like the Galaxy type shooting games or whatever. But it's just anything that I can just unplug and not have to think or feel or do, just be.
So your physical form gets to rest and honor the age that you are now and the knees that can't pound pavement anymore. And the joy that is the basketball you now do in video games.
Right. But I'm looking after, you know, some conversations with you, really, some ways to reconnect with the physical. You know, we were just talking with our daughter about doing some yoga at least once a week together, but then you switch that to some kind of African dance thing or something. We'll go see how that works out. But, you know,
the women in our family, we're going to get together and dance once a week, twice a week, whatever, for exercise to kind of support our bodies. And so we're going to do it here at Phoenix together. It should be fun, but we're going to do it through fun, right?
Yes.
That's the other thing. So just because your physical form can't handle the thing that you used to do before in the past, there's ways to ignite the fun still, but still honor the body and where the body is.
Oh, I know what I do for fun also.
What?
I play pool.
She does play.
I shoot pool.
Every house that we've ever had to live in always has to have a spot for the pool table to go.
Yep. It didn't fit my
It'd
pool
be
table.
in the middle of the living room. Yeah, I think we got rid of a dining.
At one point, yes, in one house, we got rid of the dining table so the pool table would fit.
But I feel like having the fun, and see, this is one of the things, like no matter what was going on, no matter where we moved to, we knew that the pool table had to have a spot because that's where our family would have fun. And when we weren't around, or even when we were in our room or whatever, we had all those teenagers at one point, they played pool a lot together. And that was really cool. You know, it was neat to have a place that you could crank up the music and you'd have one doing screamo music on the microphone. Oh my God, you remember that? Listening to screamo music. We were there in the bedroom and the teenagers were in the living room and they'd be playing pool and carrying on and you would hear them on the microphone doing the karaoke thing. Yeah, scream music. And I love that kind of music.
You love all music. Well, we love almost
music.
All music.
But for me, it's when I can't handle it. I can only do it in small bursts. But I try to see if I can listen to the lyrics because the lyrics are usually like intensely wonderful and
very
really,
positive.
And very positive. Yes, but it was like this energy coming out. But screamo music is fun, y'all, especially when you know what the lyrics are so you can scream along. It just don't do it a whole lot because your voice will not be happy. But it's fun. It's fun to do that.
That's one part. Usually I try to sing everything, but I've never really gone into that because it's hard.
It's harsh.
It's very harsh.
Yeah, it's very harsh. I only tried it one time and that was short-lived. But I didn't do it with the teenagers because they would have probably laughed at me and be like, what the hell
they would
are
have
you
definitely laughed at you.
What are you trying to do, Miss Donna? Oh my goodness. Any other examples of when we've used this play and the fun? I have one really good one. Really good one. I love to travel. Really love to travel. I love adventure, but...
So wait now. In this whole sense of caring for the caregiver, when you say you love to travel,
I love to travel.
That means that that's actually time away from the situation.
Yeah,
So
but you know, the fun that can happen while you're still in the situation. If I'm not on vacation, I feel like, oh my God, I'm not on vacation. We are adding this to our modality for our life lift, because we also, as Your Phoenix is Rising, we also have one part that is doing life lift home care and community wellness services. And that's where we pair care partners in the homes, like a CNA would go into a home and care for an elder or somebody that's vulnerable, but we're doing it coming from the spirit aspect first. So we're lifting up everyone, including not just the patient, but the people doing the job, the task, right? One of the fun things that I realized that I did, that I was like, oh my God, we're going to add this for our elders, VR. Our son brings home, every time he came to visit from Washington State, he would bring his VR, and we would go on an app called Wander. And through Wander, I got to go to the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
And I got to go to Buckingham Palace.
And you'd walk on the streets
just like Jamaica.
you were there.
Remember, I was really like, oh, I miss Jamaica. And you could go on the map and tell you where you want to go. And it uses like the Google Earth type deal. And that is so fun because it gets me out of it. And guess what, you guys? We can take that same thing to our bedbound patients who can't do the things they wanted to do before, and their body just can't be supported. Now they can step into virtual world, and it's so much fun.
Yes.
Because sometimes you get to, like, I went scuba diving. Y'all know I want to go scuba diving, but because of my asthma, it makes me a little scared to do it because of my asthma. But wouldn't you know it, I was able to be in the ocean with the other scuba divers to look around in the safety of my living room. And it was such a great experience. And so we're adding that modality here to Phoenix.
Yes.
And our son is going to be helping us bring this to people who cannot leave their homes or whose body cannot be supported. How cool would it be, like, if we had like a basketball thing where you get to like dribble with Michael Jordan and you have the VR and they get to do that because it was something they always wanted to do but missed the opportunity when they were
It's
younger.
a thing. It's already a thing.
It's awesome, right? So that is what we're talking about. Yeah, looking for fun outside of the box.
Looking for creative ways to have fun within the limitations that your body may be presenting. There's still ways to express the thing, whatever ways that you like to have fun.
Yeah.
If you enjoy playing cards, you can go online and play poker games. Play, like I play Scrabble with. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
She's talking about stuff that's supposed to come after the break. You're so fine. You're so fun, though. It's okay.
I know.
It's all right.
I just get excited when you start talking about play and
fun.
fun and whatever.
I know.
That's my
Norma's
yes.
thing. Yeah, she is a lot of fun. You are a lot of fun, and I think that's what it is. It's like, I think one of the reasons our relationship is as strong as it is because of all the fun we have together. Not only do we travel and experience things together, but no matter what we're going through, we always try to have fun. Even when we don't have the funds, the money to do it, we still try to do something together that is fun. And I remember the meetups. That's another way that we had fun. So we're going to talk about this later. Yes, now she's pointing to the thing. We're going to talk about this later and our experience with this when we were in traveling as a nurse and a nurse's support system.
Well, before you mentioned travel, you didn't even bring up our travel.
I'm going to talk about it later.
So you're jumping all over the place. Gotcha.
We're jumping all over the place, but I love you guys. We're going to take a quick little break, and then when we come back, we are going to talk about where you can go to have some of this fun and some of the stuff that we're doing here at Phoenix and CSL Ocala, and what's going on in the world that we can have fun together. Come play in the sandbox with us.
Yay!
All right. Yay! All right, we'll be back right after this little break. Joe, take it away, man.
So, Kathy, what's the experience been like so far here at the Transformation Vacation?
To say transformational is not quite big enough. It has been so amazing. The people have been amazing. The food, the beaches are exactly what you expect them to be. You can see through it. I went snorkeling and saw starfish and all kinds of beautiful fish. It's been amazing. And most importantly, everyone who said yes to this has just been inspirational and really just a connection has been made that will last a lifetime.
It will. It so will.
It will.
So I can't wait to see y'all next time. Come on to Jamaica, man. Don't forget, yeah, man.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
So Kathy, what's the experience been like so far here at the Transformation Vacation?
To say transformational is not quite big enough. It has been so amazing. The people have been amazing. The food, the beaches are exactly what you expect them to be. You can see through it. I went snorkeling and saw starfish and all kinds of beautiful fish. It's been amazing. And most importantly, everyone who said yes to this has just been inspirational and really just a connection has been made that will last a lifetime.
It will. It
Yes.
so will.
It will.
So I can't wait to see y'all next time. Come on to Jamaica, man. Don't forget, yeah, man.
Hey, don't forget, yeah, man. Come on to Jamaica, man. Hey, listen, we did this in December. This past December was Transformation Vacation. It was so life affirming to just
Be
be.
in a beautiful environment, beautiful setting, and it was a vacation where there was no have tos.
Yeah,
You know, we had things scheduled and things planned, but none of it was a have to.
exactly. It went with the group that was there. So if the group said, yes, let's go explore, we explored. And if the group said, no, we just want to chill by the pool, we just chilled by the pool. It was just incredible experience. So
Truly
this year,
transformational.
we call it TV. TV 2021 was in December and TV 2022 is in October, the last week of this year, of
Last week of
October.
October.
Last week of October, we're going to be going again to Tingalea's resort in Negril, Jamaica, and having that wonderful transformative moment. I know a lot of people, they're used to retreats where you have this schedule that you have to keep, but we are flexible because we're in the fun of it. We let exploration happen when it wants to happen. And the only thing that definitely stays the same was that our meals were created and done by an amazing chef. And so he belonged to us all week.
Yeah, that one actually in that commercial was
Chef
actually
Harry.
a meal of Chef Harry's.
Ah, so good.
Yeah, it wasn't a stock photo. That was
Yeah,
part of what we ate.
Oh my goodness, every single meal. And he said, I'm not repeating anything. And sure enough, he didn't repeat anything. Every single day was just a feast for the eyes and the stomach. And it was incredible. And then, of course, the space. We have one part of that retreat that is garden and just surrounded by the lush jungle that is Jamaica. And then
There's no gardening. We don't put
we
you to
don't
work
garden.
when you get there.
There is a garden, though. You can
Yeah,
explore
it's
the
beautiful.
garden. Yeah. And then, of
acreage.
course, the other part was the beach area, which you guys saw. The ocean, listen, man, your pool, our swimming pool is fed by the ocean water. How awesome is this? They pump it in and out like every couple of days and you get fresh ocean water.
Yeah, so if
It's
you don't want to go
incredible.
down into the actual ocean, 20 feet down that ladder, you can actually just swim around the pool and look at the little fish and,
Well,
things that.
I looked for the little, there was one little crab guy one day. So whatever filter they have works really well to not bring in the,
I saw a couple of things.
yeah, and freak out the poor little wildlife. They get trapped at that little pool. So I think it was really quite wonderful an experience. So I am looking forward to more people joining us and this being a regular thing and hopefully doing it twice a year. That's my hope, is to do it in the spring and in the fall. So that's what's happening. So TV 2022, man, hashtag TV 2022. TV, right? You get it?
Transformation Vacation.
Transformation. All right, so we're back to talking about the tools for this aspect of self-care, which is play and fun and joy, for the love of everything sacred. You have to sharpen the saw. You have to refill your cup, and do it through fun is always a great thing because it just ignites that awesome dopamine release in your body and actually helps you with depression and anxiety.
Mhm.
So those of you who have that anxiety, depression, fun, plug into something that is fun for you in a
So-
healthy way, of course.
Yeah.
So here we are talking about examples of when to use a tool. What are some of the fun examples we have? Let us see, shall we?
Well, the what leads into that first one for me is I love to sing.
We talk about singing as a modality. Yes.
Yeah, that was one of our weeks, and we talked about as a general modality, but singing with others in the form of
karaoke.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, karaoke is so much fun. If you have not experienced karaoke yet, boom, mind blown.
Yes.
Because we sing in the shower, we go crazy with our little air guitar, but to do it with others who give you an audience, those of us who love to sing and love an audience and love to get that applause at the end, and to just be in a loving environment where others can sing with you, where you can belt it out and really feel connected to the music.
Girl, there's been several people several times that say, "Oh, I don't sing. I don't do karaoke. I don't." And we get them involved. Start out with a sing along, something where they don't have to sing by themselves and feel self-conscious. Once they get that microphone in their hands,
it's over.
It's like, okay, give it back. Somebody else needs to sing now.
And we actually have karaoke coming up here at CSL Ocala on Friday night. Friday night at 7. So you don't want to miss that, man. CSL Ocala. If you're on the stream for CSL Ocala, definitely come down and join us for karaoke. It is on our Facebook. It is going to be on It is on Meetup. It should already be on Meetup. And
it's family friendly. Bring the kids.
Kids love karaoke. They love to sing. I can't tell you how many times I have found Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the background. And that has been, man. Right now it's We Don't Talk About Bruno. No. Kids love that song. And Canto is big right now. Representation matters. And we have a lot of babies who are biracial or a Latino or Latina or, who just feel connected to this amazing story. So it's awesome to put that on and to hear them kids belt it out. It's just wonderful fun. Karaoke. It's so much fun.
For those who think, oh, I don't sing well enough for that, karaoke by definition means tone deaf.
At least we think that's what it means.
It does. So you don't have to be able to sing to do karaoke. And it's kind of gonna be like an open mic night too, because some people will be.
Sometimes a person needs an artist to sing with them, and that's okay. Or we sing with them in like a duet or something like that. But that also being said, to piggyback off of karaoke.
Well, Pam says, "Yay, Pam, you can't come."
Why you gonna do that, girl? Come on, baby. Don't listen to her. Come on, baby. We gonna have some fun, right? We're gonna have some fun, Pam. Oh my goodness. I don't know why she likes messing with poor Pam. The other thing is that another thing that's coming up, and I believe it's the 23rd of April, Poetry Slam.
Yeah.
Karaoke, open mic night, Poetry Slam. Some people don't sing. They like to write poetry. So why not have a place that you can be heard so that those words can be heard? Poetry Slams are amazing because Pam, like, yes, girl. I'm telling you, that moment of just being in that space of creative vibe and just being in it and allowing for that to wash over you is incredible, especially when you get with your bohemian brothers and sisters. Us hippie folk, we love to get together and do that, man. Drink coffee and tea and snap and say, yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes even the most introverted people, all they do is they get with their journal and they write and they write and they write. This is a great opportunity for them to share some of that. The last Poetry Slam we had, oh my goodness, the talent that is in this area just amazed me.
And here's the thing too, when it comes to something like poetry, even if you write and you don't want to perform it, there are enough performers out there, enough of us extroverted people that are willing to take your work and get up there and put voice to your words. And it's fun to hear it coming and to see it unfold as a person who does that kind of creative modality. I mean, I usually perform my own stuff, but when you hear somebody else singing it, it's like, wow. Our Oak Brook family song. Every time, CSL Ocala, we used to be called Oak Brook Center for Spiritual Living. And that song that we wrote for Oak Brook family as Normal D, when we hear people sing it and they memorize it, and we're like, wow.
Yeah, that
That
song
is
came
so
back up this past
awesome.
week.
Yes, to hear people sing it, and it's a lot of fun to do that. So that's another fun thing that we can do. What's another fun thing we can do? Could you do that, Pam? What are you asking? Ooh, even music? Yes, bring it. Bring your poetry. We will sing it and speak it and all of that. And if you write poetry, definitely get with Debs and Tashi and Christina and Angel, the rest of that team. Yes, even music, honey, even music. It's awesome. Bring it and we will explore. What's another example of when we can use this tool?
What, play?
Play. Another example of play. Something we do.
Well,
fun.
Well, this one is a you thing, really. I do it too, but because I do everything with you. Poker nights.
Poker nights.
We have poker nights. Only with chips. We don't play with real money because, we ain't rolling. Well, it's not even that we ain't rolling like that. I'm not fixing to be giving my money to somebody else. That's not how I roll.
That's the truth. And this is why we don't gamble. Because my wife is like, I'm not fixing to give you my money. Just in the name of fun, no.
Yeah.
And not everybody feels this way about gambling. Some people, it's fun to go to like internet cafes and that sort of thing. But there's discipline around that particular thing that if you're not careful, you will take it and run down the rabbit hole and you will be Alice in Wonderland. You will be Auntie Eminent all day. Not Alice in Wonderland, girlfriend Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz, man. You will be Auntie Emin all day, but you'll be in it. So be careful about that particular one, poker night. But the way we do poker night, I think is perfectly fine, and you get a chance to have fun with it. So we use the chips. We don't have a buy-in or anything like that. You just come in and we give you a bunch of chips and we just have fun with it. And we pretend like we're out there at the casino. And
we actually put dollar figures to the chips, not just 3 blues, 2 reds, whatever.
Yeah.
Because we want the prosperity mindset. I am actually getting this $1 million that I just won off of you fools.
Just one off of you fools. Oh my goodness. But it's lots of fun, and you talk a lot of smack and you carry on, and may have a glass or two of wine or drink water or coconut water or tea or coffee or whatever it is your modality. But just coming together and playing a game. Poker night, game nights with your family.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I know. Yeah.
Like when you have children, it's great. But what about adult children? We don't do a game night yet with our kids. We don't. That's why I said seriously.
That's true. Yeah, we should.
Yeah. We used to do it when they were young. We used to do family night or whatever, but we don't do that anymore now that they're adults. And I'm wondering if would be something they would be open to, because some of they're kind of far away now.
No, just one of
in
them.
Atlanta.
He moved to Atlanta. He's the only one far away.
She's the only one far away.
Yeah,
well, one's in Marion Oaks. Well, she was here today too. But I think that would be really kind of special and very fun to do.
Very bonding. Very bonding
with your adult children to do like a game night or something like that. What other thing is there?
Well, we do a girls' night. We just kind of get with our female friends, and just kind of let it all hang out.
It's nothing against the boys. We love the boys too, but there's just something that happens when women get together.
We're not boys.
I know.
So
I know, but it's not to say that the men are not valid in our life too. But there's just some kind of thing that happens when women get together in a sacred woman circle like
women
that.
Women play differently than boys.
We do. We play very differently.
Even if we're playing the exact same thing, we play differently.
Mm-hmm. And I just feel like there should be boys' nights where the guys get together and talk about some of the, challenges and do their stuff. Yes, Pam, you can come to the women's night next time. We got to put together a women's night. It's been a while since we've had one. But, we need to get that one on the calendar too. You are invited, my dear. You are invited. I will let you know, because we're going to put it out there and let people know when that's coming up. A sacred women's circle where we just kind of hang out as sisters in love.
I'm still feeling April 22nd since we're not going to the beach.
April 22nd since we're not going to the beach. Okay, well, let's ask the powers that be and try to put it down the line and see what happens. You never know. Yep. What's another way we can have some fun, baby?
Well, you and I just did it 2 days ago.
Yeah, what we do?
We just kind of set aside time, blocked off time to go have a nice dinner together.
I know.
We don't do that often
fun.
enough. And it was like we work.
Yeah.
And we never actually take time to just go and have a nice, peaceful dinner.
With just you and I.
With just the two of us.
You and your baby.
Just the two of us.
I think we always come up with reasons why it can't happen. A lot of times it's got something to do with money. We can't afford it. Or you buy something that's not healthy. I would rather skip over the times of fast fooding it and just have one good meal together where we sit down and we order it on a menu and, we just kind of reconnect as a couple. It's so important to have fun as a couple, y'all.
Even more so than the money thing, it's usually time, Donna.
Yeah.
It's usually time. So that's just it. You have to carve out time for the things that bring you joy.
This is so true.
Whether it
and
is
I call
having
myself
a dinner
doing
or...
that. I really do think I'm doing that more and more, but I'm allowing for myself to be more aware of the different parts of me that needs to be honored, and the part of me that's a wife gets kind of shoved under being a mom or being a nurse or being a good friend or being a daughter or being everything else. The part that's being a good wife gets shoved under there. And if I'm not careful, I will take my partner for granted. And so I need to make sure that we have fun and bond together as a couple, whether it's a tickle fight in the bed or...
Yeah, right. Yours is a bite fight. You don't tickle.
I do fight. We go through a bite fight.
She's got like 900 teeth and likes to plant them all on.
Listen, she used to scream for the children. And the kids would come running in the room. Stop fighting, Mom. Stop fighting. Mama, no fighting. Mama,
you
no
see
fighting.
Which one of us this part is fun for, right?
It's so much fun. I'm sorry, baby. At her expense. I always told her she shouldn't be so juicy, then I wouldn't have to want to bite her. That's why it's fun, though. But as a couple, you have to do that. You have to have fun. It is fun for you too. You laugh. No, it's not fun. It's not fun.
Anyway, moving
Y'all
on.
Biters know what I'm talking
Moving
about.
on.
Moving on. Where else do we have some fun, baby? We hang out with kids. Kids know how to tell you to have fun. They don't need your input on this whole fun thing. They got that. They are the masters. They are the masters of fun.
Yes.
They have the PhD in fun. And if you don't know how to have fun, or if you're getting tripped up on fun, just hang out with a bunch of children.
It was funny. Just on Sunday after service, our resident fun little almost 3-year-old Rah was so standing out by the front door, and it was like 5 of us adults standing around her, and she was singing "If You're Happy and You Know It." And some of the words, like particularly that long part, if you're happy and you know it, and your face is really short. Yes, a lot of that got lost. But you got when it got to the clap your hands. So we all clapped our hands and just stomped our feet and, just followed along in her with her little, song. And it was just fun. Once somebody walked up that was coming to the center for a wedding that was going to be happening later on that day. And she just stopped and didn't even ask her question, just waiting for the child to finish this song. Because it was just so much fun and so cute. Just watching Rah sing, if you're happy and you know it.
And the adults at our center are very good about coming in. Well, thank you, Pam. We are so cute. We do have a lot of fun together, yeah. But the adults, there is a recognition that says that, hey, you know what? This is important. This moment is important. This child is going to remember a moment where her tribe sang, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands with me. That child, we're developing that child. That's why it takes a tribe. It takes a community to raise a kid. Because all of us, when we see those moments of love and light coming through, we support it and we celebrate it and we validate their existence instead of saying, well, you're just a kid, go over there in the corner, go play with your friends.
Right.
And so I believe that that's one of the things that we do so beautifully as a community. And I'm just very, very grateful for that. All right. Is there any other suggestions that we have for fun? When to use it? Okay. So when to use this modality of fun, y'all? Every single day.
Yes.
Every day. Even on your R&R day, do something fun. That's it. It doesn't matter how fun, how small, little, something.
And if you don't know what to do for fun, go then. Ask yourself, what is it that brings me joy? What is it that I really enjoy doing, like to do? I used to, like someone told us today, she hadn't read a book she used to really love reading everything that came across her path, but she had not read a book in months.
You know what I haven't done in years?
What? Dance?
Draw.
Oh, draw, yeah.
I used to draw when I was in high school. I was really good at looking at a thing and sketching it on paper.
Yeah, I have never seen really you do much.
I know, isn't that crazy?
And we've been together
Not since
15
we've been
years.
Together. 16 if you count
16
the year that we were
years.
together before we got married.
Well, you were with me that year. I wasn't with you.
You weren't with me? I was bouncing around, y'all. I put her through.
Actually, I was with you. You weren't
I
with
wasn't
me.
with her. Not for the first 4 months. I was should I not? All right. So where can we learn more about fun and to do more fun things? Where do we learn about these fun things that are going on? I don't know nobody. I'm all by myself. I live in my own little bubble. Where can we learn where to find these people who are having fun?
Well, we already said find kids. Talk to the churn.
Volunteer at a kindergarten. Talk to people who have children. Maybe
Babysit. Yeah, we babysit this past week. What, Friday night, Saturday night, whatever.
I had a massive headache and I still had fun.
I mean, these kids were just amazing.
Yeah.
We're in the grandma stage, so we don't really have kids around us very much. So, it was just fun to have a 2 and an 8-year-old.
And Pam said CSL Ocala in Ocala. Yes, definitely fun. Lots and lots of fun there. We have our community has so much fun. It is what we're all about. It's about fun and freedom, all of us. And our circles that are turning and having so much fun. Y'all have to come experience. We're a model CSL, y'all. It's different.
I mean, our whole motto for the month this month was play at the center.
Know, isn't that great?
I mean, the first week we had like hula hoops and board games and
the first week
hopscotch.
Is always a spiritual practice, and the spiritual practice was having fun and playing. So we got to do hopscotch and all kinds of fun stuff.
Hula hoop and just all the fun things we did as a kid.
And then
to release that inner kid.
The second week, Reverend Cindy does a talk, or whoever stands up front. We have a traditional service. And then the third week is circles, where we sit around and talk and get to know each other in smaller circles.
And all of this month was around play.
People. Yeah. And then today we're having this discussion about how we can target those people who are taking care of other people, and then saying to you, have fun every single day. I know you're tired, honey, but still make time for the fun, even if it's 5 minutes on Netflix. It
replenishes and revitalizes.
It does. It changes everything. It changes the game. It really does change the game.
So what do we do with our 4th week at the center?
We do something fun.
Last month it was a concert.
Yes.
This month it is, we mentioned at the beginning of the show, karaoke.
On
Friday night at 7.
And then next month we're going to be doing something fun. Poetry slam. So we are so excited. And then the month after that, something else. We're still in the planning phases, y'all. But our team is coming together and we are working and developing quickly. All the things that need to go on that calendar so that you guys have ample time to know what's coming up. So
stay plugged in.
You want to go to the website. And you also want to stay tuned on Facebook.
Check out the meetups.
Yeah, check out meetups. So didn't we do that while we were in San Francisco? Yes. Where were we?
Both San Francisco and New York.
And New York, where we're like, okay, we're stressed out because I had taken a nursing assignment in San Francisco, and being in the heart of a city like that, and then not doing anything fun because we didn't have dispensable income at the time. So
because it's so expensive to be there.
Oh man, that place was so expensive. Anyway, in a state like that, and when you're kind of trapped with but I don't have money to go to do blah blah blah. We decided to look up free things to do in San Francisco. And then we started doing it at home. Free things to do in Ocala, Florida. And wouldn't you know it, all kinds of stuff comes up.
Lots of things pop
up. For example, there is a First Friday art walk that is huge here in Ocala. And it's where the entire downtown is taken over by creative people doing art and expressing and showing all of us, as she's kicking around the mic here.
Oops, sorry.
Showing all of us how to have fun through creative means. So First Friday artwork is big here in Ocala. What's another thing? Oh my gosh, strawberry festivals in your town. I'm sure that there's stuff going on in your town. You just have to be willing to go out and do it. And don't let money be the deterrent, saying, oh my God, I can't afford, or oh my God, I can't take, because the very elder or vulnerable person you're trying to take care of could probably benefit from that thing. That is going out in the fresh air, going to a strawberry festival, wheel them in that wheelchair, take them out. Do it with your children. Take them out into your community. Let them see where they live. Let them interact with their town. Let them see and get pride and appreciation for where they're from. Because when they fly the coop and go somewhere else, they need to know where home base is.
And if you can't, because of physical limitations, go out and actually play. You know, if we're into sports like I was, go to a park, watch kids play. You know,
Play basketball.
Watch people play basketball. Watch kids play on the playgrounds. All of that stuff, just kind of, it doesn't seem like it'll really do much. Just try it for one time. Just go out there and immerse yourself.
Yeah. And you can do it without looking creepy, y'all. You know, if you want to go to a playground and just observe children or whatever, you can do it without looking creepy.
Just don't wear a trench coat.
Why? Why do I bother with her sometimes? No, that trench coat. Come on now. I mean, like, you know, while you're sitting there, just don't give off creepy. You know, if somebody's there, talk to them. Hello, how are you? I'm just observing today. Well, you can't even say you're observing, because in today's world, oh my God. I'm sure there's ways that you can put people at ease that your presence is there.
Just don't wear a trench coat.
Just don't wear a trench coat.
Yeah.
Okay, don't wear
then
a
you'll
trench
blend
coat.
in with everybody else. They don't know if you got a grandkid out there running around playing.
That's true. That's true. They don't know. Or connect with nieces, nephews, anybody who has little ones. It'll be very helpful. It'll change your heart and your mind and everything. Yeah. And okay, so where's another place? And spiritual centers.
Yeah, Pam said that.
Yes, CSL Ocala, but I'm saying other spiritual centers, not just CSL Ocala. Because the awesome thing about CSLs is that we're open at the top and we honor all religions, which means there's people out there having stuff like Holly Fest. Holy heck, if you've never done Holly Fest, do it. I believe it's the Hare Krishners that do Holly Fest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this is springtime, and that's why it's in my mind right now. We did this, y'all. It's all this color. There's like paint, not paint. It's like colored.
It's like a powder color.
Powder, yeah. And you have your pot, you're throwing it in the air, and there's music, and there's food,
and there's vendors,
and you're just having so much fun, just painting in color all over each other in our hair.
They always have music, and it's just really an amazing event.
It's an alive experience. If you've never experienced that, you definitely want to do that. It's lots of fun. You can't help but step into your child.
Yeah, I gotta say, the very first time I went because everyone else was going. I knew this place was full of, they were vegans or vegetarians at least, and I'm very much a meat eater. So I went in there with my bah humbug face on.
Bah humbug face.
I mean, I didn't want to go. I was like, "Rrr." And it was so much fun. The food was amazing.
Without the meat.
Yeah, it was.
She survived.
It was good. I was like, they better not to be throwing color on me.
But you have to step out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And allow yourself to experience something that's different. And before you know it, it's not as scary. Because I was thinking it was going to be hard to get that color out of our locks, out of our hair. But it wasn't. It was super easy.
It washes right out.
Yeah, and it was really, and it's all organic, and it doesn't harm you. So it was really nice to just let yourself just paint and be in color for a moment.
Be in wonder.
Yes, and be in wonder. How awesome.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And where else have we experienced this fun? Do you have any last thoughts about that? Yeah, you want to dive into other people's modalities and just allow yourself to express. Hey, another thing too, anytime they have cultural fests in your area. So if somebody's having, I know that the Native Americans have their powwows. Go. You don't have to have no Native American in your blood. Go. They want to teach you about the
Yes.
culture and the indigenous culture and what some of their concerns are. And then the beauty of that culture shines through, so that when you're out and about, especially with your young people, you can teach them about this awesome world that we live in, that there's not just one race on it, that there's multiples.
Yeah, a friend of ours, when they had the Black, I don't even know what they called it, but anyway, it was a festival for Black people right down on Martin Luther King here. And one of our dear friends wanted to go, but he didn't want to be the only little white fellow walking around there. So he didn't stop. He didn't let himself be in wonder. And he wouldn't have been the only little white guy. There was lots of white people there, but it was the fear that held him back from exploring and having fun and just
to dive into the Southern Black culture like that is a great experience. Allow yourself to experience it. If there's a Caribbean festival, dive into that too, because we want people to learn about Jamaican festival. And again, Transformation Vacation. Hello. We go and we hang out in beautiful Jamaica in the grill in our own island resort with just our group with a private chef, y'all. Come on now. It don't get no much better than that. And we have lots and lots of fun. So you definitely want to experience that. That's another little plug for it. And I'm sure Joe's going to play our commercial and when we wrap it up here. So
yes,
any questions? Reserve your spot, man. You want to do that. Does anybody have any questions? I'm looking here to see if there are any questions on today's topic. I didn't think there would be any questions.
I think Pam's wanting to drug her husband and put him on the plane so they can go.
I'm telling you.
He's like, what boat gets? How long does the boat take to get there?
Yeah, you have to get past the fear of flying to get there. But trust me, the flight itself is its own fun, because there is something about arriving on the island, knowing that you went from one piece of land and now suddenly you're in another piece of land, and the transition that
a piece of land that has oceans and mountains right there together. How often do you find that?
Yeah.
There's many
Puerto
places
Rico's
in
like
you
that too,
in the
I think.
U.S. where you can go to the mountains and do that climbing or whatever, or you can go to the ocean. But Jamaica has them both right there together.
And we are not shy with color. We love color. Even our money is multiple colors. Isn't that great? It's so much fun. All right. Well, that is going to be it for us. We are feeling very complete. Do you feel complete, baby?
I feel very complete. I want to go play something, though.
You want to go play something? What
Yes.
you going to go play?
I don't know. My game was not working today.
We got to have our son fix the game so my wife can play her game. I'm going to go play, too. I'm going to go outside and sit in the swing.
Knock yourself out, sister.
Yeah, I'm going to go sit in the little chair swing outside if it's not cold. Hopefully it's not cold. And maybe have a glass of wine. You know, and just chill.
So find what it is that works for you and go do it.
That's it. I love y'all. I will see you next week.
So Kathy, what's the experience been like so far here at the Transformation Vacation?
To say transformational is not quite big enough. It has been so amazing. The people have been amazing. The food, the beaches are exactly what you expect them to be. You can see through it. I went snorkeling and saw starfish and all kinds of beautiful fish. It's been amazing. And most importantly, everyone who said yes to this has just been inspirational and really just a connection has been made that will last a lifetime.
It will. It
Yes.
so will.
It will.
So I can't wait to see y'all next time. Come on to Jamaica, man. Don't forget, yeah, man.
I close my eyes, I open my heart, I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in, I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me, and let in my soul, I clear my mind, I'm here and now, in present time. The power of 1,000 suns You sing to me. Change up this noise.